So, it's me, your little boy, Kiss Samson. I have something special, unique for us today. They want to be part of your word of your blessing, but that is their karma. Let me tell you, chooses. Majority of people supposed to join you, celebrate, jubilate, but that is just their karma. You know what I'm saying? Let me be real with you, chooses. Many people out there ought to be around you, to celebrate because you have already left the storm, because you have already overcome the past, because you have already jumped and passed. You are already in your Jerusalem. You are now in your promised land. You are no longer in Egypt. You are no longer in Egypt. So you are now in your promised land. You are no longer in that situation where things are what look like there is no hope, where you feel like there is no hope, where you feel like without them, or where they make you feel like without them you can't excel. But majority of people left you in Egypt. Majority of people disappear while you were in Egypt. Majority of people wiped away while you are in Egypt. None of them care. None of them even care whether you exist. Now that you are in your promised land, now that God have taken you from Egypt to promised land, they wish they are with you because they are seeing what God is doing. They are seeing the marvelous doings of the Most High. All their wishes now is like, we wish we did not fuck up. Because the truth is this, they messed up. They did the wrong. Some promise, but did not fulfill it. Some do what? Some promise you heaven and earth, but none of them they were able to accomplish. Even when they know they will be, they can't do it, but they refused. Why? Because they thought if they accomplish it, that is the only way you will be able to do what? To become fruitful. That is the only way you will become great. And majority of them don't want you to become great because then they believe they have this thinking and this attitudes that the moment you become great, you will no longer do what? They will no longer be able to control you or use you or manipulate you. But believe me, they are not regretting and shocked because you suddenly leave the Egypt without them. You suddenly leave that difficult place without them. That is why everything is now hurting them. That is now everything is now frustrating them so much. Because the way they thought you will end, the way they thought things will be, is not the same way things is. So you have no idea how frustrated they look like. How stupid they look now. Because all that they meant for evil is absolutely what God is using for your good. You know what I'm saying? So because many of them live to see if you will be able to make it. Many of them live to see if you will be able to succeed. But it shocked them because they are not part of the blessing that come out from the storm. They are no longer part of the anointing that come out from the storm. They are no longer part of the greatness that come out from the storm. So everything about you is now hitting them. It's automatically hitting them so much. Because you do what? You leave the wilderness. You leave the desert. You leave the Egypt. Now you are in the place flowing with minks and honey. That's why majority of them are now like, what is really going on? Because what they never expect, the way they thought you are going to end up in Egypt, the way they thought your life will be in the wilderness, the way they thought your life will be without them, because they saw all, they were there with you, they see everything. But they never believe that you will make it to your promised land. They never believe you will make it to that promised land where you are right now. They never believe that things will work out. They never believe that things will become great. That is why majority of people are now angry with you. That is why they are pissed off with you. That is why they are frustrated, because everything is now becoming successful, and it pissed them off because they are not part of the sources. It pissed them off because they are not part of it, and that is why they are regretting why they left. That is why they are regretting why they refuse to have patience. That is why they are now hating themselves. Believe me, majority of people around you hate themselves because they can see the abundance of blessing around you. They can see the greatness of God, the hand of God. That's what the Bible said in the book of Exodus. The book of what? Exodus. The Bible says, after all that they did, the people said, this is the finger of God. And if you read the book of Number, the same Bible make us to understand. I'm sure number 31, 40 something. The Bible make me to understand that after they have world war, the people counted themselves and they said to Moses, no one miss. They have seen now that you are not you are not a loser. They thought while you are in the desert that you have lost all, not knowing that God kept all. Hey God, not knowing that Omega kept all. So it's really, really hurting them because they are not part of the blessing. May God bless you. If you feel like supporting this channel, always remember that the link is below. Be aware of scammers. The link is below. It's only paper. May God bless you and remain blessed.